avoya ma chef wenyina ajo enwa makwa ba Diamond Kaseɛ sunie omemu nsɛm ne amahudo so nsɛm a yabɔ de bɛde no ɛno ɛnɛ nwumre yɛ de ba bɛso mo ɛwɔ Diamond Kaseɛ so ɛnɛ ɛyɛ kita wo sabo so ne da ɛtɔ so mienu wɔn fempemienu ne eduonu ɛnan emu na nsɛm ɛbɛdi akotene ɛwɔ kasebo no bi ɛne sɛ Dr. Mamadou Bawumia ɛtrɛ sanke bɛyɛ na se yɛ fa amanfo ama wɔn ayɛ dwuma ɛwɔ yɛ security service mu a yɛ fa cadet for enka ho
Yebo ye democracy and by way free on for Alban Bagbin Hall.
Ghana sana hene ade ato Ghana fo nyina enim se wonka wona koma to wo yem enche ye na memunu ebesen gina ne nanso.
Prempeh 1 International Airport nyame ayadom ama enche ebestate ayejuma.
Ye ne nsama huduo bi ene nanwumre yabo abo no ye de ba besom mo e wo Diamond Kaseɛ so ye de aseda ebe ma Diamond Ground Real Estate, Diamond Ground Travel and so wo mo ebo ye chidompa a nanwumre ye de Diamond Kaseɛ eba besom mo akenkan for nanwumre eye me Mouse Poya Miniaba,
Efia Frempoma.
Yan na ya ho embra ya ba, ya de kasebo ni ntremu ebeto aso. Yes, I'm Bobby Biara Akaba Bium Diamond Kaseɛ so any afei kasebo ne ntremu ani mampanyi abedi etwe Dr. Mamadou Bawumia ade atudwa sɛ sanke beye na ye fa amanfo ama won aye adwuma ewon ye security service wo metre won a wabo ye ho ban ewo oman mu a esese ye hye na cadet corps ahodo a ye tete won ewo school ahodo mu no esese ye hye na ye ni mbofra ni bi eka ho okire mu eka sɛ Some mofra ye mofra bi ya tete wona ebema ejuma no ayemre ede ama won.
It's time for the various security agencies to take a critical look at unearthing brilliant talents like what we have witnessed today from the National Cadet Corps and other sister volunteer groups by giving them some quota and the opportunity when it comes to recruiting and enlisting into the various security services. This is very important and will help the manpower of the service. The discipline and knowledge they get from this training are very rich and can be tapped into. I am informed that most of our good security chiefs across board were once upon a time members of the Cadet Corps when they were in school. This is not the first time, and I am convinced beyond reasonable doubt that the youth of this country will exhibit their constitutional right diligently in electing who will lead us for the next 4 years peacefully. I mean peacefully before, during and after the upcoming election on December 7th. Ghana's youth of today tell us the future of our republic. The discipline embedded in them tells us how the future will be when most of us are no longer in leadership. I am happy that over the years, the government has deemed it necessary to create an environment for the youth, the National Cadet Corps, to have their days celebrated in July every year. We believe that when the youth acquire experience while in school, like the parade commander of this historical event, they will not desire to go and live abroad for the rest of their lives, but use that experience to develop their home country.
Responsible for shaping government policies and guiding their implementation.
Speaker of Parliament on Monyam for Alban Kingsford Bagbin so Eddie Adesrede atu Ghana fo nyina nim se beya ye momode na ye mbo ye democracy ho ban okoso echiremu se democracy eni ho no ma na mrahye bedwam so eni ho enti ye mbo ho ban
is the evidence that democracy exists in the society. There is no democracy anywhere without parliament. Governments do come and go. They can be in any form. But to have democracy, you must have parliament. Unfortunately, the parliaments could be performing well, but anytime the people are dissatisfied, they rather blame the parliament and usually do away with the parliament. We just experienced the recent happening in Kenya. The imposition of taxation was initiated by the executive. That angered the people. They did not go to attack the president. They went to attack parliament. That showed the central role, the spine of democracy is parliament. In Ghana, whose interest does the MP represent? Is it the party or the constituents? But the parties don't vote for him. It's the constituents who vote for the MP. And truly, my colleagues are here, they can share their experiences with you. The contribution of the party, apart from giving you the platform, is very minimal. The MP has got to mobilize the resources to campaign, to win, to convince you to vote for him or her. Yet, when the MP is in parliament, they don't even want him to use his own conscience. The parties come to try to dominate him and dictate to him what he should say on the floor and where he should vote. Sometimes your party is saying something which is against your conscience or the interests of your people, and they are compelling you to vote there. You say no. When you say no, they go and undermine you. The next election, you are out. We need to look at it as a people and decide what we want. We give them the mandate. We vote for you as MP. Represent our interests, not that of the party. But that goes with other requirements. Funding of political campaigns and party elections. If I have to look for my money to come and get you to vote for me, and I'm now in parliament, and you say I should represent your interests after I've paid you for your service, are you being realistic and truthful? I paid you for your service. If I don't bring the bus, you won't go and vote. If I don't buy the drink and food for you, you won't vote for me. If I don't pay your school fees, you won't vote for me. After I paid you all that, you say I should represent your interest. What interest is that?
Yet wakase bono sudia na Ghana sana hene onumunyamfo Mohammed Amin Adam ahye Ghana fo nyina enkran se wonka wanakoma ento won yem na ya de aye na mamuo no ebe yeye anase we ebe gina ne dada ne mu ebiom na afenso ebeboa ama ye dada asetena mu akoyie na krakra mu na IMF mission chief Stephanie Ruda enso editu dwa se owarehwemu pan ye se Ghana ye na mamuo no ebe sanso esene dada mu biem.
Program is progressing smoothly as Ghana's primary fiscal balance improved by over 4 percentage points of GDP in 2023, and we are committed to further improve the primary balance to a surplus of 0.5% of GDP by the end of this year and 1.5% of GDP in the 2025-2028 period. The fiscal efforts are supported by reforms to enhance revenue mobilization and streamline non-priority expenditures, whilst expanding social protection programs to mitigate the impact of fiscal adjustment on the poor. After successfully securing a staff-level agreement under the second review of the IMF-supported program in April 2024, the IMF Executive Board approved the second review of Ghana's program last Friday, 28 June 2024, and this has just been confirmed by the IMF Mission Chief, Stefan Rode. We therefore expect the fund to disburse the third tranche of $360 million by close of business today, Monday, 1st July 2024, bringing total disbursement so far to $1.6 billion United States dollars, to sustaining our macroeconomic policy adjustment and reforms, to fully restore macroeconomic stability and debt sustainability, while fostering a sustainable increase in economic growth and poverty reduction. Despite the fact that 2024 is an election year, we are committed to enhancing domestic revenue mobilization and tightening expenditure commitment controls to avoid policy slippages. Over and over that the problems with the city can also largely be attributed to speculation. And therefore, whilst we'll be making effort to influence market sentiments positively, we also know that some other people are inciting speculation. We have had intelligence that people have been deliberately inciting speculation, but we never got it too real as we saw only 2 or 3 days ago, when my good friend and my brother, the Honorable Adongo, went out there urging people to buy dollars to do their business. And this was after I indicated at the town hall meeting in London that with all the policies we are implementing, with the flows that we are expecting from external sources, and with the completion of our restructuring, the debt restructuring with our bilateral official creditors as well as our Eurobond holders, we saw the city becoming stronger and stronger. My brother went out there to say that people should ignore Amin Adam and go out there and buy dollars to do their business. I think that this is not healthy for our economy. We all need to work together, whether we are with the government or we are with the minority, because we are all stakeholders in this economy. We have a duty to our people to ensure that the economy is stronger for the benefit of all. And so, my friends, on the minority side, I want to appeal to you to stop inciting speculation and to work with us. Give us constructive criticism, give us ideas so that we can complement the ideas we are already pursuing, so we can provide the kind of direction our people expect of us.
The Executive Board approved the completion of the second review of Ghana's 3-year IMF-supported program on Friday, June 28. This triggers an immediate release of $360 million, bringing total disbursements since May last year to about $1.6 billion. Ghana has truly come a long way. Confronted with a severe economic and financial crisis in 2022, the Ghanaian authorities embarked on a comprehensive reform program aimed at restoring macroeconomic stability and debt sustainability and laying the foundations for a robust and inclusive recovery. The progress Ghana has made is impressive. On the fiscal front, to bring public finances back on a sustainable track, the government has continued to adjust the policy stance. The government's primary balance improved by 4 percentage points of GDP last year, which is quite remarkable. It is set to improve by another 1 percentage point this year, with Ghana posting a primary balance surplus. In other words, revenue will exceed non-interest expenditure for the first time in almost a decade. This has been achieved by mobilizing additional domestic revenue and by streamlining and improving the efficiency of public spending. Crucially, these interventions are accompanied by efforts to protect the vulnerable, who are most affected during adjustment programs. For example, the 2024 budget has continued to increase benefits under the existing targeted cash transfer program, the Living Empowerment Against Poverty program. It also boosted allocations toward the school feeding and other key programs. To foster durable fiscal consolidation and increase resilience against shocks, ambitious structural reforms are being implemented. And these reforms span tax policy, revenue management, public financial management, and are also addressing inefficiencies in the energy and cocoa sector. The government has made significant headways in its debt restructuring strategy. Most recently, the government's agreement with Ghana's Official Creditor Committee under the G20 Common Framework.
Managing Director, Emma Ghana Airport Company Limited, Mami Yvonne Efriye Opare, and so Eden Sembia to just say, Prempe 1 International Airport, no, Onyamia Doma ma eba beye juma, way Amagana for any ajepa.
A test run with live flights. We mushain, eba Kumasi ha. Bia efa passengers na fa terminal fe ya omampanyin ene ingresi for aboa na yesi enti ya testi bibia se bibia ye adwuma pepepe enti yaba se ye ba be she workers in crime any passengers na ya da omase se bibia akọ pepepe na sa terminal yi bompa se Asante mine eni Ghana mine obia be use na nkrofo etumi aba na oma be fa wiemu hyen efri ha akọ amanone na nkrofo a omote mpate mu ha Kumasi North Brown Hafo omu nyina be ba be fa ha na omotu kwan e de afa ha ye sre obia obeba be fa ha se yen take good care of sa facility yen bo ho ban yen nyina ye dia se bibi to chima monfa emra na yen hwe the way aye be ye no yen nyina ye dia. National Airlines no yen omo egusu edi nkita ho yen omo ye negotiations on different aspects e was say in place and sana omo etumi aba na negotiations no ye do enimu bebre nti enche kra Betty and Kaya di Betudra, ye negotiations in na Rena Ebopoa, na fe ye dia tudra. But just recently, Egypt's Air, to Milan, they were Prempe the first international airport ha. At disembark passengers fe assigned to Koye. Again, Askai Airways, Omolande were ha at the Black Stars for a buy. Inti international airlines ne dear. Omugusu eba meneo kase ye ahoboa ti e bopope ni e de atudwa but enche kra de be ma twede ampon efi se niema hodo mpuntujuma akoso Asante memu ha baako adadi ne bra President of the Republic Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo oka se Kumasi International Airport no be ye adwuma na be ye operational na nipa bi sisi se enyeye
me se de bibia da na kwanso na chese aban na yade e bona baso
yada omampeni ne na bayase yada Asante hene ne Asante mampeni fo nyina ase because we share build.
Former NDC Ewutu Senya West parliamentary candidate Onumonyamfo Georgina Datson ato NPP amanyokono enchia se wopa wonyi oba enye won running mate na yenhwade se wo obi te se eye Professor Jena na wopoko betimi aye adwuma na wonyi no embra.
No chadere bisa me na ponu ho asem am da meje mama waran kasa na amansa wara wonya ya nche obenya besia wo hwe wo ma qualities owo prof no mu no wonya bi wo ho mesiafo a wo gbo wo zin wo party mu nyina nsam wo ho ombuaza na sika hyenem paase sika hyenem paase a enti na ode wofa napo because of Ashanti region but since Ghana politics orudo echi yarete nyoma ase ye vote keke because me fi volta na me fi Ashanti ya hwe dwuma development aban no waye na ya hwedo ye vote enti na pose me de menyi no asem bia aka wambra prof so ho a ya retwa that's it
oye Utaya osi Jumadi Nenyum Aranyi democracy without women is impossible. Democracy without women is impossible. Now your son and so you share there. Say the Mahama na membu ana NDC wana amembu. There to two NPP wana amembu one. So washa mba titru. Wana botai wo dam wana amembu no ono yeden. Akufom nti ehu be hia dem ba wo be yedwumaten na wato aba wata ma NDC ma yedwum na yaba power yesa ne nso yehu ne dey say democracy without women is impossible or dem ba wodu hono ho wodi shem nti how a mba wo face say wo pede woku na nyima wo face no ye ma wo hu dem hawo no ma wo kire hono kwan so a wo ba fado ma wetum we gina dem hawo na no e wetum akonza kon enyim nti butai a osi henenwa do ono ye dey democracy without women is impossible mba no waje atum there without them democracy can never go on. Professor Jane na opoku ajeman ye ma mo wote ase there onu na oruko gina hona anenmu.
Minister of Environment, Science, Technology and Innovation Onmonyamfo Ophelia Mensah Hayford enso ede futu sembia kwa magana for say ebe ya ye ma ye ni enko science and technology ho se na ebe ya ye betimi ediye ewo man.
Contribution of our eminent scientists and encourage you to play the leading role in our quest for national development. At least the lessons of COVID-19 have brought to bear the need for the scientific community to do more. As your sector minister, I assure you of my support at all times. The vision of government to place science and technology at the center of socio-economic development by mainstreaming science and technology in all aspects of development. As a government, the compelling factor is our efforts to industrialize, create jobs, meet the demands of sustainable development, tackle effects of climate change, intergenerational equity, and above all, improve livelihood of the populace. The evidence points to the fact that the application of science and technology through the adoption of the appropriate technology to create wealth is very key. As a sector minister, I look forward to the various initiatives in this area. To celebrate the Scientific Renaissance Day, I urge all stakeholders to exhibit higher levels of professionalism and sense of duty that has brought us this far. It is my expectation that this celebration will further enhance our efforts towards leveraging science and technology for wealth creation in Ghana.
Without adequate infrastructure and resources. Indeed, lack of adequate financing for R&D is a perennial problem in Ghana and across the continent of Africa. I am happy to indicate that we in CSIR Ghana have decided to celebrate the Renaissance Day by doing something about this major perennial lack of resources to ensure that our R&D programs continue. We are concerned that if nothing concrete is done about the issue, the R&D system will die a very painful death in this country, or perhaps, if not dying, slip into serious comatose. We have therefore taken the initiative to create an endowment fund that will provide sustainable resource base to support
ye adepa wo fia ye wo be pm ewo Asaraji Enterprise o hwe se ne nipa abodon pm ewo hana e che se adepa ewo fie enti na wo som se twitwe I open American bags, American shoes, dresses, and tadia efe. Obi no so call wedding. Me pese me demonstration ko I aha one yama pa. O be demonstration ko baby a woko bia. Now you be na ofie. Now pese we start a business bi. Asaraji de was say owo ho e de man. O produce etu no a na say open ankran so a eno so wonsa e be ka. Obe hu ye chi akwan e wo New Makola shopping mall second floor honoma. Obe hu Asaraji Enterprise. Wona honom na ni omo eni ensa wo so. Sa we platade atopa ye quality dia. Eno ane Asaraji Enterprise.
So be piemu ewo Asaraji Enterprise dia. Ye wonyama bi te say bags, shoes, dresses, accessories, perfumes, emofranta de emoframpa boa ene niama hodo a ekeka ho. Asaraji Enterprise say obi biara wo pese wutu eniama eton no ose bra ombeboa ona chese wonso wonsa etimi akabi se wo ye ankran so na wo pe atade anase wo pe accessories edimu e de edi wudwuma nso a obetimi aba Asaraji Enterprise ombeboa ama wonsa akabi se wo pe Asaraji Enterprise e tra kwan dia wo enkran New Makola shopping mall second floor restaurant number 2 obetimi afrem penifo ewa homachofo isu 0551 540-835 and I says 0591-119-629. Our Asaraji Enterprise also work with confidence.
Hello, Midofo Rose. Diamond Grand Ray Estate 4. And I'm a miniaji say you. And then Missuma your land owner. Say Ebano Land Promotions in Quadia. Diamond Grand Ray Estate. Ye number 1. Make us say ya promotion air cost of the day. Very huge discount. Yes. And you don't come you don't come me. Dentura. As I say ye 28,000. Ye di about 22,000. Obey my 18,000. Ye di about 12,000 Ghana cedis. Amon sasi niya ye genuine. No longer. No litigation. Who pass asia any nsuomudia and the nsutobre and also woto asase. Intimedia dance say Diamond Grand Ray Estate. Ye number 1. Omo payment plan. Wo betumi atwa nen kakra. Promotion we first 10 people ebe beto asase no. Ebenya 10 bags of cement, blocks, any free documentation. Wompe we now peden. Free one sesia 0552 487 385.
Ya diaba. Abusiafo ane mumu mi ana ese mumu se eye niema hyehyentom ne ma kwasa mi bedani nyina edi atwew.
Hey, Paul Amantem ne yesia dikanfo. Aye besia dikanfo esen wo asin wo mu biem. So wonim say ye wadamfo ene ye wadamfo. Enya damfo na enya nie nyina na woni ni free of you. Aye ye wo bo ho ampa odo wo yie pa. Wei eye series for kra ye de ebro a enkensu. Ya de ebro e wo Diamond TV eso. Ya to ni din dai any bre. Eye Monday to Friday.
Hey, sa program we. Once I me wo so me ho. Once I say me wo so me ho no. Ese se wo hu se sa program we ye de bre wa. Program a ye besua de wo.
Na ye yiwia ye wie yo. Ane, me say ye yiwia ye wie yo. Ejadifo ye gbawura apadeso ho. Mo amoto wade be bibiara mo bo chenku no. Ane ye bepa ho.
Unim ade ba ko ye me de e wo ho ne se yanu mu de ne de o mo nchiro ba we de ye ntu ye bo ase ye yi from Monday to Friday ye wi a Sunday no ye tena se 7 o'clock ni ye yi ni nyina ye wi nso ani akọcha tru ai
Wenti ene ya pamfo ana se ye guest ebetena se ni esinkunya ni ye biebiem apapa mu adomu asuko na wonso wafre wonya akonya ai wobenya akonya na wonso wafre na wonso de wasem aba na in case wo hwe movie ni kwa wie a menia ya hwe movie na wie no wo de afre ye bisa question bi na utimi twade a enya atade de bebrebe menia Diamond TV we series we one shot why ya ho Paul Amantem ni esi adikanfo
Abusiafo yesamo bibiara akwaba biom Diamond Kaseɛ so enie yetoa Kaseɛ bono so dia na anamonsifo edema cement factories awodo ewo omanyimu ene Minister for Trade and Industry Katie Hammond Asia akasa afasania cement bo eko ewo omanyimu wokita onsabosumi da edikan yemu
minutes so omo nwere ho so ombaba na omo yo onse metena dem ho a 10 minutes na so ye no menya nkra se omo se mu ko wa grata for radio for ne no mo ho dia omo mma mesemate omo kofie nti no meeting no amaso my consultation is your own say me guso a me hwe hwe bu no last me de me officers and ye guso a ye no me church kakra ya mpa ochina me be ko mre se begum say you know send ya kwesi no you kwai mre bia ni constitution ni mu a say me aban pani person o ye na yi bia o Ghana for na to aba ma ye no wo mo na ye hwe wo mo hu na ye hwe say we no ayema wo mo a ye enye wo mo companies na wo mo de wo mo sika na wo mo pe no this is okay kan ko an kratel mu a emu ache omo si adan ma manfo bia enye bitentren mu na omo ye nwunwa no omo fi say de ye na ye ayepa na cement companies ni omo ye no obi anti ase afa company dan kasa dunum no ane wo mo ayi representatives ayi omo gira ho ma wo mo no wo mo na de ne omo pene ade ntira obi anim say ye but companies for no de omo fi say enye ade anti no omo fi say enye omo ton de omo pa bia ene aban agira ho say awose Ghana for nso omo so enya bo papa enti no ye momode ya na ehwenie we omo mpa we no omo so omo be ko hye sunmu na omo maka enti me ko hye sunmu de ya na omo ne menhia mate nti obi say wasam no say meeting na ye ya amaso say mo betra ho de a ene ye na omo enya yi e wo say ye ko hye sunmu na ne omo so omo ka kirebe no omo kan kirebe kaze e wo mena ansa ne kata ne ya twere de ama me ya esma wo bi say me mu bi kura ne kata mben fo ye ba kwa ye no omo hia ya ye keka omo de omo asam say nanka omo de omo betimi aton ma ne bo no nka ye kama but omo de omo ton wi efiri we kwa abonte no omo kwa koton no ye omo ni control omo so to omo ana de to so sa ayifo ye abose man consult omo no omo na ebo msa ma ne krata ne da horo omo gitu mu say okay omo de ni omo price no omo be publish it omo publisher ye be hu omo de na say kokopia abonte a ne nkonfo de to so publisher fa man ne ye hu de ne say ne city na omo de to so ne obibia ne omo nkae afa de ba ye ne say mo publish no asema mo aka ne ade no mo mo bazo obi abati bi enti mo obi ahu anim say de omo ba ye no ya mo obi azo wo ye my chief executive of companies akase say waba why na also ka kiro say betra na beka we na beka we omo mpene ye omo nkoshi aye mpene ye say ni o ye ne be na wo na beka kiro me say agufu ado adawro ma president o de ma betna ne o se menye no wo na be kire me ne o se me ye no na wa hu nti mra wo mu ni media no nya ne mra no me be za Ghana fo hu nti say ye na satem die ne start da mu di matem a Ghana fo nso be hu say well na ono so dia wo kan ani
National Coordinator Emma Food Security so e de nsem bi atodwa say abai ahyebo so obema nani akọ enkokonyen ho.
Idea is to promote the use of locally grown chickens. So our deficit between how much chicken we consume as a country versus how much we import. The deficit is just too big. I think we produce less than 100,000 and import over 400,000. Now, so you can see that it means that in terms of our food security when it comes to poultry, we're not doing too well, and I think that is probably an indication of what's happening with all the other foods as well. Now, Nientia's idea is to make people understand the value of investing in our local industry. Now, Saosha and 2 deputy ministers every agric ministry said the private sector should be doing this on its own. Policy must emanate from the executive. It makes it possible for the private sector to also be able to do a lot more, because creating an enabling environment is part of the role that government is supposed to do in order to make that particular agenda.
Poultry farmers, SSA woman so eto buonum kakra. ene yesi nkosua boa yede nanso we de toto enuane ne ewo mu ene sika wutua makosua no e ma ne ha akora to wodi kosua ba ko anopa ekomo nnew yesi kosua na wunyina wuni kosua ene kosua die anytime of the day obetumi adi kosua ena kosua die eni emfie dudu a wadi se wudi 4 eni ufrie bosumi nsia akora wadi bosumi nsia ekosi mre so be fri asase so odi enkokora ne mre wakora ne hia yen fi se yesene mu aye kakra enti yentumi nwi kase no nanso ni akase no de bema wo no kosua ne de mama ebroso yesi de cholesterol kosua cholesterol ye friend good cholesterol papa a wudia ebua ema se wo bi mpa ebetimi abre na se cholesterol papa a wudia ebua ema se wo bi mpa ebetimi abre na se
Kasamafo Edema XGPHA Stephen Ashite Eje ama aban no bosume ba ko pepepe se eka a wodede won esese wochie ne nyina wo kire mu se wo ma aban no bosume ba ko pe enu nti no aban efentwetwa eka a wode won no nia ebesi enye kra se aban entia sa aka no amfa ma wanwa ogide yesa na se eka ona ye se aban no weyi nani ama won esan se kakra eni won nsem.
The next demonstration, if they dare, we will beat them, we will naked them, and we will throw them into the sea. Whether they know how to swim or not, we don't care. So I'm giving Gapua 1 month to pay the former workers of GPHA. They have done it in the past. Because of this issue, I was arrested on many occasions. What is my crime? Just pay benefits to workers' severance benefits to them. Then you go and detain me at the James Ford prison. When I have not done anything, the BNI, all of those people, they came to interview me. They said I was right. This nation, I'm telling you, our problem is sin. And religious leaders are finding it difficult to talk. Traditional leaders are finding it difficult to talk because they don't want to step on toes. What kind of country are we in? The Article 71 office holders, at the end of don't they receive their ex gratia? They are giving their ex gratia. Do you hear them talking in the public domain? They take the ministers, the parliamentarians, all of them. Mahama took his ex gratia. What is that? So if we are poor people, we are vulnerable people, so we should always be put at a disadvantage. They always take their ex gratia. We have worked for so many years. Our severance benefits, you don't want to pay us. When there is a directive from the office of the president, GPHA, they don't want to pay the ex workers. Is it proper? So they shouldn't dare me. I will lead demonstration. Look. Right now, as we speak, people are sick.
Ahemfo anytime mufo a wo tano a ewo ahafu region nso e de adesrede e to aban anim se wo sre na wo mbra embeye tano bridge no emfama wo mo okoso akire mu se enipa wo twe e na ahwere won kwa e wo tano bridge so enti wo mbra na ombeye ne ye emfama wo.
Because empanifo se wan kasa utiri ho a ye yo ibone obi a tiesua entoto so kwa ya ye ka ni mot a e won toto so wo mu fra tiesua na wo matwom abesina kontoto so sika e ye gold percentage abai nyanyina efri new month adentina e kwa ya efira tiesua ko sunwane a wo twom toto so na village asai ne ekobubu dada no ansa ne ayemo no e ya de bia enye yesramo abai wadawoma e de hunu yese se yese ya be ya bridge a dada no ya ama no ho ne ya mono na wie no eno kura ya mubu no akuafo tumi de ho kura ya omo kwai da hwe ensu kese te se sueta no ne bubu bridge dada ansa na efofra ya be si abra enye ye de yesramo ya yese wo mu peso mu twa kontom wa kese ya hye yanum agazi adawroma eno wa be kwantiama akuafo mu nam so eno so ena mrante di moto nam so aye mu no hwe we ka ho a enipa nwotwe efie miensani eza tra kwapu ma fia be ba dia enipa be sa aduonu ne be wuo sia me ne wo kasai ye bubu bridge ne bepem sa amre gina hoi nipa nwotwe ena afirim se sia me ne wo kasai mienu a wo mu to mu
Council of Indigenous Business Association na wo work by we wo enkran pomponi mantemu ene ne adesrede to aban enim se one na nani emehwe importem ho esan se ejuma Desel State and Senate edi wo importem ho enya de a efamra kwan so kra
every neighbor police bia anapenimia yebeseneti obebaya kasani endie yampene ekochawe ya paino yene mo nyina ati ya fine in fact nasiba member crowd board no so omo yi board no nipa obia ni board no so from 2010 na omo publish say ye twes kana wie we were hoping say omo be free aka so ye twes kana wie dia na omo na ne ntiase na ye mfa ma omo ntimi nhwe kura na ye management you know e manage say de ha enye basa e ma ye ya anti bibia afedie nsase ya ha omo tonton toilet ha omo tonton omo hwe machi ya ha na ye trotro station na ya kase 4 aha o ma ton ma filling station e kiri ho no o mbe so mo ton ma obi di baba be school se mo hwe adiviele ho ne ho wo mo fa
Ejebo enya bedru member of parliament Emma Suhum constituency on Monyamfo Obuafo Kwadwo Asante enenei waye hyehyeye ede enkane a eba ne kuro eso
ekroponfum ewo Titikasum electoral area ewo Suhum ene ekroponfum atede sanse Mresantin wode won how to mpanifoni se wonya light ene de ekroponfum atede ekroponfum community bondodo bedu to say ebia 250 washisheshesheshe community ni na ene on how kasipa how won Honorable Obuafo Kwadwo Asante ababi sa how yi efiho sa osha ekroponfum ene solar na uyusu sa solar yi ochira Honorable Obuafo Kwadwo Asante na ede ebedum won mribia etwem na ohwe senia kro no ete ene senia omo ahihye no
Yaba home kase bono so na yenua bema Isaac Dankwadako e dia gudie munsem abetwa so
Aresima enyurenso yesa amamwa jubiemo na yemfa ay agudemo nsem ento Diamond Kase no so memfa ma dia na aseda eko elma ben license na Asaji Enterprise omo anande enyure omo boa na agudemo nsem nya mede ebesomo yede fiesem ana be se ase idino ay Isaac Dankwadako kwapene this year yenwure mu out the senior team Blasters akate na goalkeeper trainer ayo running at a fatal Dauda eden semato ja nyina for my Ghana qualify say me a qualify na afei World Cup 2026 no o my Ghana etim ko pion obesere se amane nyina ne titinu supporters no ebenya botere ama aye national team Blasters.
Just started, we are all trying to make things good, you understand. There's a lot of work to do, trust me, but I'm very hopeful we'll get there. Yeah, we are taking game after game. We have a lot. The points remaining is more than what we have acquired. So we are just taking it match after match. So we'll see what happens. We are trying our best, the technical team, the whole team, the playing body, to make things better. So let's just support, and then as people do say, their visas is in our hands. You understand? So we are trying our best to make things happen. Things should be better. But you know, it will take time, and we are trying it game after game. What the game we play is over. The games ahead of, which is very important. So we are just praying, hoping the time will come, and then we'll continue with the qualifying games. Very nice man, very good. You always want to share ideas with the technical team. We always make sure we align with each other so that we can give some feedback and then feed forward to the players, which is very important. You know, he's a manager.
Goalkeeper trainer Edema National Team Blasters run the Fatal Dauda and Yeti and Kano na former player Edema National Team defender Papa John Mensah, the Rock of Jebros na Nebono Equia pass na Michaelisian type and it's really Italian na Adam Buama National Team Equia. Na no anansɛnkyɛ for ibisa John Mensah sɛ nye bia no bɔɔbɔ no ɔde ato no ope coaching anaasɛ den na ɔbɛyɛ ana John Mensah kyɛ sɛ ɔno deɛ ne deɛ no sɛ wafa nyame nti na adeɛ ɔbɛkɔ nsɛn kan na afɛ so wabɔ ama nyame dwuma no ɛtumi akɔ n'anim.
I live all my time to church because I do a lot my time, but now that I'm retired, I think it's better I should also spend all my time to for the word of God or the Christ, especially evangelism. You know, I was already born again and when I was in praying, but you know, after my football career, I feel that I've done a lot in my football time. And after my football career, I think it's better now I should have more time for Christ. That's all. So I'm not a pastor as well, but right now, but you know, my faith and my belief.
John Mensah and Watson Kano. After Yeromo and so our Ghana Forestry Commission at a Jumadi now to Bakwesi or a share on my pomodin, Senebeya, Nipa Biano here up on the na Bibian Settimaki, you know, almost in a Tramum Papa, or ball account basketball, dummy, Sparmina, Ejemo, na Penia, or Dawano, Abdo, Naso, Abubakar, and Nasabinson, or share Madridinia. Now creating a course on the same kaka etuya.
This week as our health celebration week, and as Forestry Commission, this year you select a team now you select and then our forest, our well-being. This team is consistent with you can say Pomode and any Jeopardy. And that is why we are celebrating this. And also, the International World Health Organization also defining health as not just our complete, what do we call it, physical, mental, and social well-being, but also the absence of disease and infirmity.
Right now, I saw the enterprise, Diamond Groundswell Estate, and you're more our Amaranin seminar. Made it abroad there. Not West Ham United upper penny for pa. I run it in Julian. I Lopetege and all acquisition and same kaka at the 2 Just and any J. The first press conference to me make and say, Waba or West Ham Bokono and said to me, Akonim.
There are a lot of, the first of all is morning of all of you. I am very happy to be here and I see a lot of friends here that I knew before. Why? Because I have a lot of reason to be here. The first is that I am when I want to be, is here. I am in a big club. I am, in my opinion, in the London club. And because I think that we are one club with a big potential. You can look the pitch, the stadium, the fans.
Okay, now Julian Lopetegano, a coach at my West Ham United, now for Miriam, so our Brighton and Hope Albion, almost me up Penny and Eddie Fabian, a Wazla, on our Babashe, Mabi Bianson, at Timiakuye, on also and for any team on management SCIA, and the same cry to John, also just in a near J. Bawabano Bebois, I'm a Brighton, Hope Albion, Mr. Senior, and project, Bibia, and certain media answer Pepe.
First of all, hello together, and I'm really happy to be here. It's a big honor for me to be the head coach from Brighton of Albion, and I'm really looking forward to work together with the team on the pitch to see all the faces, to achieve big things, and that's why the work can start.
last season you won promotion to the Bundesliga with St. Pauli. What did these guys do to convince you to leave Germany and come to the Premier League?
Wait, Hosla, Ura, and so Fabian and Sabin so Watin in Cano. Now, Urumo or Portugal, Cassia, Romo Jim Hojina, Papa, or Slovenia and Sano. At the end of the day, not penalty shootouts and Portugal team qualify for Euro 2024. Now, the CR7 Cristiano Ronaldo and Sem Kaka to Jabo goalkeeper Diego Costa Basso say what team Aboa Amande Portugal team team qualify for Euro quarterfinal.
Uma tristeza inicial e uma alegria no final. É o que o futebol dá, é momentos inexplicáveis. 880, foi o que aconteceu hoje. Teve a oportunidade para dar vantagem à seleção, não consegui. O Oblak fez uma boa defesa, não tenho que rever o penalti, não sei se esteve bem, se esteve mal, mas durante o ano não falhei nenhuma vez e na hora que mais precisavam.
I think Cristiano Ronaldo and Yatinen can honor a captain of my Portugal. Now we are so transfer issues kaka Boba Tottenham Hotspur akati omotima ko sign a brand here. Now can Ojemo Edman Leeds United abanta dem Eri Archie Gray na omotima on Velia Branton or dem komo kaka etimi Erijai.
Yeah, really excited. You know, it's obviously a massive club and an opportunity that I couldn't really turn down, and I'm just really excited to play and, you know, get started with the team. So yeah, it still hasn't sunk in, to be honest, and I don't think it will for the next few days, and until we've played a few games, until I've got to meet everyone, it won't have sunk in, and I'm just really excited and looking forward to it, and it's a massive opportunity for me, so I'm really excited.
All right, Ejina Abrantia Nidi Archie Gray, and I said some cotton from Leeds United, Bababua, Ama Tottenham Hotspur, Bokono Etimi Akron Pa. Na Yeromuso Chelsea the Blues Akatia, Magway Abrantia, na some cotton fi Barcelona striker Papa Bababua, Ama Chelsea Bokono Etimi Akron. Abrantino, honestly on Villeno, na and some kaka. Oka editu janse ni nyane mo na je se ne na bema ene boa no na futu ne da chense moka ni nyano etimi abem.
We'll get the tough bit out of the way in English and then we can relax. Okay.
Bueno, como siempre hemos dicho, que lo hemos hablado muchas veces, empecé al fútbol por mi abuelo, por ti.
Euro 2024 still ahead, so a round 16 and Romania etina fi Emma Netherlands they born economy and san went to me ends with Australia and Turkey ebra abo enyume si ano so adia ometimi era share so na Copa America no so Bolivia etina fi ma Panama e born economy and South Africa ba ko US etina fi ama Uruguay and so share economy ko and so na etimi ko Copa America me sorry you dey so agudie musem our drama kasero so na menu ama no so erika senya timi akoye me din ade down kwa Isaac Dako betimi afem kopene this year me sorry nani akenya no ye da to aso da mo.
Hello, Midofo Rose. Diamond Grand Ray Estate 4. And I'm a meniaji say you. And then Misuma ye land owner. Say ebano land promotions in Quadia. Diamond Grand Ray Estate ye number 1. Make us say ya promotion air cost of the day. Very huge discount. Yes. And you don't come you don't come me. Dentura as I say ye 28,000. Ye di about 22,000. Obey my 18,000. Ye di about 12,000 Ghana cedis. Omon sasi niya ye genuine. No longer. No litigation. Upa asase a eni nsuomu dia ende nsutobre ena osa woto asase. Intimedia dance say Diamond Grand Ray Estate ye number 1. Omo payment plan. A wo betumi atwa ne nkakra. Promotion we first 10 people ebe beto asase no. Ebenya 10 bags of cement, blocks, any free documentation. Won't we now pay den. Free one say 0552 487 385.
ewie ahwefo ha ene brebe ma ye kwan ne ye de kasebo ni nyina ebeba ne wieye ansa ne ye be kono ma ye nhwe ensemadi akotene ewo kasebo ni bi Dr. Mamadu Baumia trese sankebe ya esese ye hwe na eye cadets aye mbofra hodo wo mu ye yi national security for na security service fly ye de won eka ho abi
yembo ye democracy ho by way free on monyamfo Alban Bagbin ho
Ghana sana hene edi atu Ghana fo nyina enim se wonka wona koma ento won yem na Ghana memu no ebesan ejina ne nanso bi
Prempeh One International Airport nyame ayadom ama ye bi ano
ye ne nsema hudo bi ene nanwumre ye boabo no ye de besomo ewo Diamond Kasiye so na agodie so ensemo ye de asedano ebema Diamond Grand Real Estate Diamond Grand Travel and womo ene boye chidoma enanwumre ye de Diamond Kasiye ebesom akenkanfo ayeme ma osiponya meni menuaba
efia frempoma
ya kram